Well, here we are, ready to leave again. This time we're going to Mexico. Start this tape with my new camera, see how it works. We got a few more things to put in and then go to the grocery store, and then we'll be on our way. Probably only go about 300 miles today. Over that lets us off. Flying our flag today, have been since the start of that war in the Gulf. Well, here we are, down in New Mexico, quite close to a place called Silver City. And we've been looking for this kneeling nun. Can't really figure out where she is. But it's pretty country, real windy road for about 30 or 40 miles. Doesn't show it on the map, but it's been scenic. Much windier than it's shown here. Well, Pris is going to take a look and see if she can figure out where the kneeling nun is.
I think somebody had a very vivid imagination.
Well, maybe if you walked over closer to the edge. Well, the kneeling nun is out there someplace. Maybe you can photograph it here and figure it out later. Right over here someplace. We'll try a close-up. With my new camera, 8-power lens. It's hard to hold steady. We have found
an awful lot of water trucks running.
we're about 15 miles from Silverton. A big pit type copper mine, I guess. You can hear the trucks grinding away down there. Big truck. How about that? He's not going very fast. Another one. There's another one. Should have brought my tripod along so I wouldn't shake these pictures so much. With 8 power, it shakes a lot. This one's a little closer. Realized that I didn't get a picture of the top of this up here. They're watering this thing. I don't reckon they're doing that to grow grass up there either. selling copper trinkets, and he must have a big business to keep that copper mine going. Well, here we are meeting Bobby and Jim. We snuck up on him, and he just went to...
Good morning!
Good morning!
How are you?
Holiday season is never good.
Here we are. It is
So, oh, and then we signed up for a trip. We're going to be gone in May.
February the 10th. The
We
camera
signed-
just arrived
We
from
signed up for a
Colorado.
dive trip
And
on
this
a
is
liveaboard.
Bobby in her
You live on the
motorhome,
ship.
setting south of Green
For a
Valley,
week.
Arizona.
Are you taking pictures and we're all talking?
How do I get it off now? The red light is
Get it again. Good.
Together. So I guess you're out on the boat like 5 days. Or 6 days, something like that. One, travel days back and
Yeah.
forth. And they just go and you don't have to get in the boat and go out to your dive site and then come back at night.
Uh-huh.
You're there. They just anchor over the top of it.
Oh, gee, that sounds great.
So we signed up. We had to give them money just before we
This
left.
is
We're going to go.
Dick
well,
Cameron's
hopefully
new
Pan Am's still
camera
going so
I'm
that we
using
can-
here.
They gave us just a ground portion because we can get our tickets for less.
Uh-huh.
And right now, the way their load factors are, we shouldn't have any problem riding
I
right
hope-
down there.
yeah. Here we are at Chuck and Louise's. And look over their pool here. Enjoying their beautiful home. Chuck is changing clothes, I guess. He'll be out in a minute.
They go shopping and she sees something she likes.
Well, we're following Chuck
And
out
so
to
then
this
she
big
goes
fancy
to
golf
him.
course out here.
And we go by them.
Oh,
See how these pictures work out. We'll zoom in on them here so we can read the license. Stop, Jim.
Does he really? Is that right?
Needs a little focus.
Over a little bit. A little bit.
Everybody says this is the biggest one around here. And nobody has any idea how old it is. But it's 70 years before an arm even comes out and starts to go up. So maybe this one is 500 years old. Chris just said that's a lot of bull, and I guess it is. Never seen so much bull. That must be, you've heard of Texas bulls. This must be an Alaskan bull because they're always bigger than the Texans. Yeah, if this is a big bull, it's got to be an Alaskan bull. So here we are, still in Arizona. We were supposed to leave this morning, but we didn't make it. Jim wasn't feeling too good. So we decided to stay another day and kind of shape up, get things ready to go. Read, and listen to music, and probably go buy some insurance today. We'll leave tomorrow for sure. Well, what was the name of this place that we're in now, Chris?
We're at Amado.
Amado. You got about how many miles to go to get across Mexico?
We're about 25 miles from the border.
Okay. We're leaving early tomorrow morning. We made it to San Carlos, beautiful spot. We're just going to go out now and look the town over. And see what it looks like. We're right close to the beach, just across the street, right down this direction. A couple hundred yards. All kinds of places to go diving. Hadn't really planned on it here, but they got scuba diving tours. And That's what we're going to do. Well, we get this crowd organized and off we go. Start talking.
Can you see that hotel out there, Dick?
Yeah, it's,
Okay.
I'm going to zoom in on it.
They got it that tall, and looks like that they run out of funds, and
They abandoned it.
they abandoned it.
I'll be, look at that. Hey, maybe we could get a real
This is
bargain
San
price on
Carlos,
it.
Mexico.
Yeah. And we figured, what, about 250 miles down here, or is that far?
Oh, I think it's about 200.
On the coast. We have a lady feeding these seagulls. This is we finding is a beautiful place. Can't believe it. We just drove from Tucson the other day. Day's drive down here. An easy day's drive. Beautiful place. I've been told I missed something over here, and I'll see it. I'll bring it up a little bit.
Did you get that in the background?
This is all another little island right over here. Bob.
I wonder.
Look at that. I bet when the water, this looks like the water's tides out a little bit here. And it's in it. I bet it goes.
We're finding that a lot of gringos have decided to winter here. The place we'd heard about. We're not camped here, but another view here. Pan a little bit. Whoops, my head. And then the permanent type homes up here. This is a really beautiful spot.
Yes. Oh, boy, did I hurt my back last night.
And it looks. I can't remember the name of it. I found it.
Look how pretty that is down there. This is a beautiful.
Quite a place. It looks like they're into the fishing and boating quite a lot here. San Carlos, Mexico.
Oh, it's
Here's the mountain we've been looking at. That mountain.
oh, and look at the clouds. Just about to cover it. Oh, you should have waited, Dick.
That's okay. You were on my picture. I'll get more. We're still fascinated with this mountain here. And its camera's about ready to shut down because its battery's dead. We found this little cactus patch here, and we decided that we should photograph it. And if you guys move a little bit, I'll get your picture.
Jim, have you ever seen anything like this?
We are really getting turned on by all this cactus. It's interesting.
Look, if somebody cut their name to the side.
And that's the direction we came from, and there's that funny looking mountain with the pinnacle on it. And we actually started out to go to Guaymas today, but we thought, well, let's go this way, and we'll figure out what this looks like. But we're still going to go back into Guaymas, which is about 15 miles from here. Place. I mean, if we had this many cactus when in the U.S., why they make a park out of it?
Well, I think that might be part.
That's what they've done here, I think.
Yeah. Just what do you want in the background? Well, I'll get them.
One more, Jeff. Got it?
I hiked up here. See what the water looks like. Nobody on the beach. Water looks a little yucky here. Here's this mountain from the backside. But I think I'll tell the rest of them they don't have to come up here. Pretty place. This is another view that we're a little bit closer to that spectacular mountain there. And mostly gringos here, nice homes. But we don't see many Mexicans. Now we're going to go over to the marina, which is over here. That will be the next picture. Interesting. The water's murky, and I don't think we'll be diving here. And they say the water is cold, 65 degrees, so we're not going to fool around with this water. And here we are with some more pictures. This looked like the local type, well, sailboats and that. The marina is on down around the corner here, over now. We're going to go over there right now, take a picture of that. Oh, we got a lot of boats here. Some real nice boats, in fact. Well, we've heard from the locals that it's not the best time of year for this fishing right here. The guy is pushing his sailboat back there. I want his picture taken, so I'm going to take your picture. And we're over here looking at the tortilla factory, and people have been lined up here buying these tortillas from here. So it must really be good. We're buying bread and tortillas here. I'm taking their picture and they don't know. We buy tortillas here. This is a tortilla factory. And they're coming out of there pretty good. You buy it there and then go over and collect it. And at one time there were about 20 people lined up here at the tortilla factory. Well, guess who's lined up to buy a tortilla? This is the busiest shop in this mall, I'll tell you, by far. Looking over the commercial harbor here at San Carlos. No, this is Guaymas. And there are the shrimp boats. And we're going to try out their product tonight. Or maybe tomorrow.
American.
Night sleep if she wouldn't keep waking me up.
Well, here we are, ready to go fishing. And here we are, we're going fishing today. Our boat. And I feel lucky today. I think we're going to catch a bunch of fish. Well, the engine sounds good, loping a little bit. Some of his competition there. We got going here about 8 o'clock. running. Bobby caught the first fish. Look at that. Yeah, what kind of a fish is this?
White sit bass. White.
I gotta get the sun.
Well, Dick's trying to get in his big fish. Keeps running out.
You gotta move into that fighting chair.
Crank a little bit, Dick.
As we get up here, see,
That's better. Ooh, I was getting cold.
Are you sure you don't have the bottom and you're just pulling this back?
I've got too much line up.
You take my
Be on the bottom.
I'm over the top of him.
That'd be
We would know what to do.
Well, he had a
That'd be a
fish.
pretty good size.
But something else got the fish.
I've never
He's
seen
been
one.
trying and trying to get in whatever. I think it might have been a squid.
Japanese really go for those squid.
Yeah, I know. Didn't they?
Yep.
That's exactly what happened.
All we ended up with is a
Got your
head.
fish.
That squid
50-pound
stayed there
fish that would have
until
had eight or 6 arms. Is that how many he has?
he stayed there until he finished off that fish and then he left.
Shucks, I wanted to see the squid.
Yeah. That
Oh, Dad.
Arctic. Well, all we ended up doing is feeding the game.
Well, that
Just
was
took
fun.
his leisure, you know, up there.
Excitement for a while, huh?
Excitement. Did you have your news?
No, I don't.
But, he didn't like the head, so he left.
Yeah, me too. I know.
Well, we went fishing, and we were successful. And we're going to see how good we fish. We got Jim working overtime here, cooking that fish.
You need people over there. Look at the expressway. We didn't have expressway when we lived up here.
And Holly and Ray
We lived on Oahu out
next door
west,
neighbors,
way out
and
in the boonies.
they were out in the
Pearl
wilderness,
Harbor,
and they're
way out. And our
gonna have
second son
dinner
was
with
born
us.
in
man,
Kailua,
fried better.
on the other side from the
Yeah.
river,
and
side of the line.
we're enjoying the company, and we're going to all get fat eating this fish.
Can you pick up that?
It's still, but it's what they call a high H. And the pictures, as advertised, just a second. Well, we're going to find out if Jim did a good job or not. I'll tell you right now.
This is on a good.
All right.
I mean, we're making this, what would we call this? It's 3:41, but most of us didn't have lunch. And we're going to have this right now.
We told Holly it was going to be 4 and we're right on the ball.
Are we?
You bet.
Okay, well, I guess we know what we're doing.
I'll tell you,
Sort
that's
of.
Mexican type.
So now we're going to enjoy our favorite sport
Some of those little ones, I mean, it makes the darnest racket. They told us
and eat all this
they
good
used to
old
put a
fish.
plastic one in, and it didn't make.
Owner of the chocolate company, the Morris, the Hershey's, you know, they bought a big mansion in town about 20 years ago. About 20 years ago, the sidewalk of the church was in very bad shape. So they donated all the bricks and put some, paid somebody to bricks.
Really is.
We still have the old custom here. When the music plays, one way the voice will play. That's the Mexican Spanish style. Come over here, please. Those houses are all being destroyed, all being fixed.
By the gringos?
By the turistas. So this will be an hour. We still have ceremony. Monday to Saturday, 2 masses, one at 6 o'clock in the morning and 6 o'clock in the afternoon.
There's the church they went to. 1803 or something they built that. Yeah, there's the prison up there. Oh yes, we got everybody with rifles. There's only 12 guys in there, from what we hear.
That too, I guess.
The Franklin town. Mr. Franklin, he was a dentist. Mrs. Franklin, she's a writer and painter. So she has quite a few copies of things that were really good. When these people restore this place, they find all the furniture out of it. And the old furniture, you know? So the furniture comes from all over the world. Okay. No, me pregunta que si la señora está sola en la noche.
My God, the camera was on and I didn't know it. Well, we got colors here, everybody.
Oh, do you mean it?
Yeah. Let's see, I'm going to close up here and just see how much color will fill this thing up. Come on, focus. Oh, that's going to be a nice picture. This would ruin your nylons if you went over the top of it. So here we are in Los Mochis. We're not in the park we're heading for because we got lost. But this was probably a better one than what we were heading for. So we just, after a couple of shunts, we ended up right here. Nice and warm. It's almost 90 degrees. And shortly when we get collected, we're going to find out about the train ride to the Copper Canyon. Right. But we have them making these plans out right now. You can see how deliberate they're working on all this. And we're finding out that this is the place to go. It'll have to be an overnight thing. And we're finding out it's supposed to be about 400 miles up there. Maybe that's round trip. We have to go on a train and come back the next day, the overnight. We're up here at the hotel. There's a hotel, I guess it's a Holiday Inn. And there's our motorhomes and everything right there. And I have orders to get a picture of these marigolds, they call them. This is where the beautiful colors are. And evidently, if we've got it right, that's one of the main industries here. They grow this stuff, and they feed their chickens here, and it makes the yolks more yellow. And they must take good care of these crops, because right here is the airport with dusters that go out there and take care of those bugs that want to eat that stuff up. I already got a picture of this, but I get it from a different vantage here. And we'll look at all that and then try to get a telephoto of it.
Oh, there's the ball from the summer. There is a I saw him crank around, and it's a big either spraying or it's an airport. Yeah, we know.
Yeah, that's a duster airport. At least right there.
We've got quite a place here. Steep streets.
Topolobampo.
Is that what it is?
You guys want to take us fishing? We're over here in the near vicinity where the ferry would be. That's not it, but now we know how to get to it. Quite a place. And they're cooking something. They even had a live band over here in this place. They stopped playing for a minute. Had the crew. That's where the music is coming from. It's one guy with a electronic, pretty primitive looking machine, but it sounds nice, doesn't it? Yeah, she's talking about the birds. We're going to get them, and Jim's looking. We finally, everybody, and we thought that we're going to have to get this situation with the super video camera here. That's really something.
On the bed, one over on this side, one over the other, and I figured it would be down through the middle. But on the queen.
And there goes our train. Colorado Branco, here we are. Snowing.
The other way was switched.
I'm forgetting the altitude. I guess we're about 7,500 feet.
65, I think.
55.
Sign up. Or 55?
Oh, okay, maybe that's the highest part.
Start off with that, and then you show this.
Mm-hmm. So here we are at the Copper Canyon. We're going to take a bus ride here in a little bit. And be gone about 2 hours. And they claim, some people had already seen it, says that it's definitely spectacular. And it is 6,000 feet deep.
Huh?
No, one of the other tourists said it was 6,000 feet deep, so it's different than the Grand Canyon, but it's deeper. These ladies down here are making these baskets. And even as we speak, they're down there putting them together.
The other one was on the
I'll get a picture
No.
of
Oh,
it.
the continental breakfast?
Oh, I get that one. Oh, I get that one.
makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah. I
Okay.
get that.
Yeah, that's right. Now I see a man sitting
Right
over
in
the
front,
top
Fox,
over
is Eureka
there. Up
Canyon.
here.
Here we are at the Copper Canyon.
See over there?
Mm-hmm.
It's Eureka. And the one behind.
And
Copper Canyon.
I'm
it's
going-
quite
I think I'm going
spectacular.
out that
Copper Canyon.
A little bit different than
Canyon.
the Grand
This
Canyon.
is Eureka, right here in front. And look at some of the houses right there on the bottom of the canyon.
Oh
Here's
my.
a view of Eureka. We have a view of Copper Canyon.
Copper Canyon's
And
over
we
there.
have
There's
a
houses.
view of Parareco Canyon.
It's gorgeous.
Beautiful.
It's Copper Canyon.
We have some of the Indians, they live down the canyon.
Mm-hmm.
You can take a look
Hey,
at
this
here.
is
This is the picture you ever had.
That was Jim.
All right. Hey, Chris.
We're looking
Take
almost
one
straight
more.
down here.
Do you see about the Indian
Not as
house?
wide
Indian
as the
house
Grand
down-
Canyon,
Down there.
but it's
And I want to sit right here.
deeper, as they say.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
In fact, he's got the binoculars because you can see people walking around.
Okay. Uh-huh. His name is an Indian word. And it's an Indian village.
I see.
Watchman, be careful. Look at that formation.
Load up on this bus again. Awful big bus for the road we've got here, but he's going along. I'm going to take one last look over here.
You know, this canyon goes a long way.
Oh yeah. Yeah, this little girl. Pretty. Smile.
Oh,
Just another view of the canyon.
Another view.
Here, and they walk down beyond. I don't think that green would be so like the shape of
Hey, I'll take a little picture of this little
What?
girl.
Oh.
Together.
she turned around. Oh, she moved just when
I got big sister too. Here, let's hold.
Take a holiday. Hi, Neil.
Different kind of canyon here. 5,000 feet deep right here, but you can't see to the bottom. There's a spot right there that is the bottom, I think. We got a steep cliffhanger here.
Let's see what.
Oh, there's a...
There's a down, and you can see the little bit of the river down over there. Probably the same thing you were seeing. Well, I guess I won't take any more. I want to take a picture of everything, but it may not be.
We are another stop. We took a bus to this one.
I don't like it when it's wet. I feel like I'll slip.
Yeah, you gotta be careful.
Oh. I don't like it where
I didn't see her.
right down here, Jen. As any good mama should. Yeah, she's on foraging for food. Maybe this is the 36th one. I keep going and going. I can't remember.
Living like this, how many? Quanti?
It's 3 family.
3 families?
3 families there?
Yeah, there's 5 dogs.
Clothes just laid everywhere.
Hey, you don't like it. Where did you say, Mommy? Oh, there she is.
Oh, there's a mom up there, yeah. You don't want that your picture?
They are, they don't smile too much. Here's this gentleman right here that he figured that she had to have something for her work. They do beautiful work. It's made out of pine needles, these little things, and they smell good even, but they'll fade. They're developing this place, and it's really getting pretty fancy.
It's going to be quite a tourist trap eventually.
Yeah.
And that thing's just built right on the edge.
Here goes a train. Here comes the motorhome. Jim? Hey, Jim. This is the way the rich people do it. We heard from one guy that he come up here from Chihuahua, I think it is, to Las Mochis, and it's costing him $2,300 for just a motorhome on this thing. Hey, somebody stole your motorhome. I'm recording all these motorhomes. I don't know why, but we're recording them. They got them all fixed up here. There's a lady taking my picture. And boy, this is a big load of them here. Boy, I'll tell you, we lash them down through the holes in the wheels and hope for the best. getting carried away with this photographing here, but there's where we were. We just walked up. We came back down here, and lo and behold, here goes a train loads of motorhomes, which is the most popular way that they do this, but it is very expensive. And we got all kinds of people here.
They don't have quite a few on that thing.
Yeah, we don't see the end of it either. Here's the thing that's making all the noise. There's a couple of ladies there that are not on that train that are showing some interest. We got a party going here. Christmas party. But we're not dancers, so we're just sitting right here talking to one of our groups in the hotel. Going this way.
Shut it down, shut it down.
I can't keep up with them. almost wouldn't be any.
Predicting only 2 more inches this morning.
Yeah. Like crazy. Here, the next list.
We're gonna ride these horses for about an hour. Well, they don't seem to be too excited about it. We are going for a horseback ride. Here comes Bobby. Not too many photos like this. A mule doesn't make a very good platform for a camera. The video camera, anyway.
Squeeze by the hut?
I need help getting off.
Okay, you'll help.
This is my little friend here. They're going to give him a little break.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah, the hotel's over there. You went that far.
Look at the rocks back there. They look like a castle.
Oh yeah, there is a little castle there.
Clouds are beautiful this morning.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Why are you taking a picture?
He's never in a picture.
Okay, you're in it now. Wave and say hi.
I see the red light and everything. Yeah?
I'm going back.
Beautiful spot.
That's probably good.
Okay, I got a little bit of everything.
Okay.
It's not very bright in there, right?
No.
When I look, I mean, it
But
seems.
it adds color. Believe
I
it
see.
or not, it picks up extra light.
Okay, I didn't know if it was supposed to.
On a TV monitor, it'll look just the way it is. Just the
I
way
see.
it is.
Okay, the way it really looks, because in
Yeah.
there it seems pretty dim.
Yeah, this is the monitor in this is black and white, so that's what you're.
Yeah, you just push it in like a well,
Oranges?
really? Down there?
Down
And everything they need.
Gosh. I guess they do. But how'd you ever get out of that valley? We were wondering about...
Gonna get on this train coming around the bend here and head back to Los Mochis.
Now, how about your glasses?
Finding our sunglasses or our binoculars because I've been thinking about climbing this mountain here. Jim says, well, he's going to sit right here and watch me.
Oh, quit it.
So Jim's going to sit over there and he's going to see if I make it up this mountain. He's looking now to see if there's a trail. And Marissa's just sitting here doing her little wreath thing. And I'm going to go up there. Be gone about an hour, I suppose. So this is the place. I'm going to try to climb that right here, not too hard. Because here's where we're staying. I could stay here 2 or 3 days. It's a nice place. Just the same as any other trailer park. They have cable TV and everything. And come around here and hotel we photographed earlier that never finished. But here's the beach. And here's the water. And the scenery. And there's some little Mexicans down here that are fishing and dancing and a little senorita down here. I think she wanted her picture taken, so I didn't take it. a better view of it right here. Well, this isn't proving to be too bad. I'm climbing about 10 minutes. Well, there they are, down there looking at me. Can't find them. Oh, there they are. There's some nice little cottages here. People that stay here quite a while. There's a golf course over there. Yeah. Let's get a good picture of this little red is a little grayer than what they're used to now. That just is a course. Yes, they're all down there waving at me now. There's a motorhome right there. There's 3 parks right together here. One over there. And then one here. Yeah, this is ours here. There's a gate I walked out of. There's a restaurant right there with a little girl was dancing and waving at me to take a picture. And then I missed the one in the middle. That one in the middle is the 3rd one there, I guess. Get it out here in the picture. We're the closest. We've got running into all sorts of people here that just, well, at least one, the guy we just talked to this morning, he's been here since December, and they just like it so much they just come down here and stay. I'm pretty sure I'll be back soon, or sometime. Here's the beach we're going to walk, like other people do. It's not real sandy, it's pebbly. Goes all the way around there, and I guess you can just walk as much as you want. Now right over in here are what they call boondogglers. And apparently if you want, you can go park your home there, and motorhome, trailer, and it's okay. The police come out and check you and just see if everything's okay. And apparently you don't pay anybody. But it's a pretty spot. The water is too cold for diving now, I think. I'm going to talk, there's some shops over here, if they're open at all, I'm going to talk to them and see what they say if they're open, and see what it's like. But I think any time of the year the water is going to be fairly cool and probably pretty murky. But they do dive here. We've spotted at least 2 places that do the diving. Of course, it would be cleaner as you got further out. They always manage to go out further. But we'll find out about that. Chris likes the place too. It's neat. Just out of Guaymas. And Guaymas is over that way. Yeah, about 6-7 miles. Right over the mountain there. I think it'd be about right over that way. Look at this. I want to make a good picture. His wings yet. Riding the updrafts from the mountain I came up. The upslope. Comes the ambulance. Looks like the green boat got in trouble someplace. Well, I guess I better start down. Go down right there. Very carefully. Didn't really photograph this yet. Look at this. Pretty colored rocks. I think there's two different parks that we're looking at right here. I'm not really sure. This is recording when I didn't think it should. So we'll get some. That's where I was up there. And that's a picture of the house. Actually, I was right up there. We've got some newfound beachcombers here. They kind of act like they haven't been on the beach before, and they're turning over every rock they see here. We're gonna record it too.
And here's an olive green. Now here's another green. Look at this. Dark olive green. You know what you could even do?
We found this tourist, he's sleeping on the stone fence over there. And, my gosh, looks like somebody from here. Yeah, we found a beautiful tourist spot here that I've been asked to share this hall with you. And look what we have here. People sitting here, drinking beer, and deciding how beautiful it is. Roberta, I think it's the first time she's ever been on the beach. She's found all kinds of rocks down there. Just had a wonderful time. Right now we're relaxing over Casablanca and Bohemia. Well, here we are. We're overlooking the Gulf of California. There's Chrissy and Dick. I'm just taking a beach scene here, and I thought the colors would be great, and we're waiting Bob and Jim, and we're going to go right up there. There's where we were having a beer a little while ago. Then we're going to have dinner, Mexican food dinner, and that sort of stuff. My wife is moving, you can see her shadow. Actually, we're waiting for sunset. And then we're gonna have dinner. A steady one for a day. You're lucky I won't get my feet wet. And there's a man, I'm sure a local. Fishing. Even using its throw line. Looks like he's fishing is good here, really. Maybe not the best in the world, but you can go out here and catch fish. You have to fish real deep. But they're down there just about as soon as you sense that you hit the bottom, 100, 150 feet down, there's going to be a fish there to bite on it. Let's see underneath at the hotel we're going to have dinner in. There, we made it across the rocks. We're getting this noise from the background.
That's the translation for that mountain.
Because I know I can't understand it. Oh, I like that. I would not necessarily for charging. No, but just imagine that open more than what we got. Well, I see a red light, does it tell us something? Yay!
The sound too. Now we're out for a walk on the beach, and picking up pretty rocks that are going to end up back in Kansas. Now we've gotten over here by this hotel. I got a distant picture before. But apparently they've run out of funds and they quit building. And it could be they quit building a long time ago. What do you think, Jim?
They say there's a couple of families living in there.
Oh, yeah?
Must be living on the ground floor. I see something hanging up there.
Oh. But
they abandoned that for lack of funds, I guess. I see there's somebody walking around up there. They've broken off. They've fallen down.
Yeah. It looks like maybe that's partly what did it, that they felt they had a faulty structure and they abandoned it. Because I kind of thought it looked like it's shoddy building or it's busted up or something.
Yeah.
Well, here we are. We're out of Mexico, about 75 miles south of Phoenix. I thought I'd photograph this thing. Jim says he's gonna rent one of these, or buy one of these and convert it, you know, for driving down there to Mexico. And I think that it'd probably be a pretty good job. But right now he's over there with his twin RV, sitting there looking at another RV that's just like his. Over there. Here's another one of these vehicles. It looks like they'd be able to handle rough terrain pretty good. I'd say they've got 8 wheels on the ground, and I think every one of them drives. He come right over that ditch there. Didn't seem to slow him up too much. It's a gas truck for the tanks. Right here, they parked to go in and have a sandwich like we did, and they come out here and they grounded this baby.
Training unit down there.
And you refuel helicopters?
Yeah, refuel helicopters. The 1st Battalion, 285th Aviation.
Uh-huh.
We're attached to the 6th Cavalry out of Fort Hood, Texas.
Oh.
So,
Well, you guys are going to fire this thing up just for me and take off. They're out for lunch. Fire this thing up and take off. He says it's a copy of a German model. And that looks like something the Germans would build. Probably the hardest thing to cope with there is to get out of traffic. They had to pull back for this big machine to go by there. Well, here we are in, what's the name of this place?
What's the name of this place?
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
Chandler?
the city.
Chandler.
Chandler. And Bob and Jim had just bought a place on the golf course. We're going to go out and look at it again. And we'll have photographs of the golf course that they can show their friends. And their house, of course. Here's the nice new home. Okay. He just decided that he'd pull his car into the shade where it will be parked for a while.
It's going to be blazing hot.
This is the back of the house, and we got to show you the view that they're going to have. Got a little lake here. Of course, they're backed up right to the golf course. Which hole is this?
This is
14 T.
Okay.
The tee box for number 14 hole.
Yeah. And you hit it, and it goes right in the water. No, it goes
You got a little tree here.
way over there.
No, but Jim, they grow up tall and they don't get bushy at the bottom.
This is, what side of the house would this be?
You have to get permission from your neighbors to build any trees. Yeah, the book says.
Your air conditioner here is already in place.
Oh, yeah. And the furnace is What do we got?
It's a heat strip inside of that. It's not a heat pump. It's just a heat element because you don't need heat very much. And when you do, why, it lights it up. It'll use a lot of power, but probably as much as you need heat, it's not much. This is going to be their address. And this little beige home with the white car there is going to be their home in the winter time.
Yeah, I just walked down there and looked at it. But I think we definitely decided we want that one because everybody else has it.
Prefabricated homes. They're built instead of factories brought in here and set in place. And they really do a nice job. Maybe that's part of keeping the cost down. But everything's in there except everything that's not nailed down is the way they say it. Drapes, blinds, rugs, appliances.
Like today, you know, get the binoculars out. She said, how I could hear you say that, and I looked over there, and I saw you two on there. So I went in and
We're on the golf course. When we invited her, he got the card out. And she came and joined us when we started. And she said, when I come around to my house, she had a full card. She said, I'll stop and get my card. Well, then she said they had an appointment. And we were way over there, see? And she sees Stan come out the backyard. Waving. He's looking at the dog. He's looking at her. Finally, she said, get out the binoculars.
Here's the hole in the ground that we bought. And there comes their friend Stan. He just happened to be going by. But we're going to go look at the view now.
Here tonight?
We'll be here.
One more night.
Leave early in the morning.
When you go on, we won't plan to see you.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Good luck.
Exercise or something. Yeah, every morning, she said.
Forgot to ask him what it's
going to cost.
Probably a couple thousand.
They're gonna put in.
Okay, we're going to watch our friend here. He's going to haul off and hit this.
Pitch her up to the green. Way long.
And here we are at Bobby's house. Bobby and Jim's house. It's still in the process of being put in.
Oh, is it really? Doesn't go, but I'll replace that one of these years.
You have the green too?
Yeah.
See, I do too. In fact, ours is the same, will be the same
we
outside.
could make
We're
up our
meeting the
minds
neighbors here.
between the green or the tea. And since we couldn't make up our minds,
Oh, no,
on
he
that,
wants
we like
everybody.
both of them.
Oh, he didn't want this
That's
pretty.
always hurried us.
Pointed out again.
Bobby and Jim are right here, and we're right over here.
Okay. So here's the plot of the whole thing. And then you could mark their friends live over right here in 65. They've got a big expensive place. Now, that's the way it looks on the board here. People are buying these things like hotcakes. We figure we should get one before they're gone.
No, we don't support a picture yet.
Here we are at Fort Davis, Texas, where John Stone lives. I'm going to go visit him in a little bit. We're going to take the tour here. This famous old fort. Really pretty hills around here. More barracks. Get a closer view of these barracks, or officers' quarters, I think they are. We're going to go visit a couple of them in a little bit. Get a picture as I get like yeah, this is officers' quarters. BOQ over here at the end, I guess.
It's one of their kitchens.
Uh-huh. Head back over here. And here we are. So here we are at John's place. You can tell what kind of business he's in. He had a nice lunch with him. I'm going to show him a few of my pictures, and then we're going to head on toward Big Bend. We've got some beautiful country here. We're heading down to Big Bend, and it's just gorgeous. The sun will blanket out here. Yeah, not too bad. We're still traveling. We're heading for Fajitas. Just left Presidio up the road about 40 miles. And figured we better get the picture here before the sun goes down of some of this country right next to the Rio Grande at the south end of Texas. The color is so pretty, I just figured I'd have to get a little bit more of it. Get a little close up maybe. You're gonna have to explain to me yet. I don't see anything that's blue out here. It is so quiet here that I'm sure the camera's going to pick up the sound of its own recording. And I'm taking a picture of the blue bonnets. And this country over here we think is Mexico, probably because the Rio Grande is just right over there a little ways. So here's the Rio Grande. Just at sunset. So that's the Mexico side. And here's our side. The sun is just setting and I get beautiful color here. as deep as it gets on the Rio Grande, I guess. Right down through here. It's all Mexico over there. An old abandoned ranch they wanted us to look at. The mill is still going. I don't think it's doing much though. I was wrong about this windmill. It's still pumping. A little breeze comes up. And we're in Big Bend Park. And water comes out right down there. Beautiful country. We got some little canyon here. There's my shadow.
Although they have different names, both sides of Santa Elena Canyon are part of the same uplifted cuesta, through which the Rio Grande continues to carve downward. Canyon walls are now 16 to 1,800 vertical feet high.
Go back in there. I have lunch.
Hello. Hi.
Is that what they call it?
Yeah, I don't know, somebody says that last year Seattle was, this year Bremerton. I mean, it's nothing but a Navy town, it's just ridiculous. Why anybody would want to live there unless...
Very.
Oh, very.
Well,
Oh, we got a beautiful canyon here to photograph. Guess I'll walk up there and get another picture. Very quiet back in here.
You have to go a long way for shade.
Uh-huh. Really steep, these walls. This is probably as close as we're going to get to any of them on this side. We're going back on this trail back in here till we can get to the shade. It's really a beautiful spot. Rocks every place. point in a river that looks to be kind of deep, and the breeze just buzzed me, and inviting to jump in. Yeah. This is a beautiful spot. Kind of down in the canyon. Okay, we finally found the shade.
Yeah, but that's going to put a spot right in the middle of your picture.
No, it won't, Pris. Go ahead and shoot it right there. Now this is looking almost straight up. We're definitely in the shade now. Beside a big rock, and it's going to be almost the end of the trail, we've been told. Like here's the water, and there should be some beautiful colors to see up here now. And we're almost straight up here. This canyon is quite narrow. Almost straight up. We've actually got a little overhang right here. Well, that is the end of the trail, unless you swim. Chris is down there someplace, talking to that woman. There she is. Hey, Pris, say something. I want to show them how what the sounds are like here. Okay. Temperature's got to be about 75 right here. Just absolutely perfect with a light breeze. Totally shaded. And the rocks are cool here. I think the sun hits these rocks probably about 10 minutes during a day, and that's it. Right in the middle of the rocks here we got a bush. Not pampered at all. Living on a cliff here. This is the way some of these people view this canyon. It's got to be a beautiful way to do it. That's not exactly rapids, is it?
Yeah, we can do this in one day. We left about 8 o'clock this morning. We'll go about another half a mile. The canyon here is 8 miles long. Quite spectacular.
Just one last shot. Everybody else is leaving. And we're going to look at that one last time. Get a zoom of it. And we're back in the land of the sunshine again. somebody or other swirling around. Nice cool weather. This may be getting it in different light. Just behind a rock that we've moved behind that the sun would get us. Yeah, I've just been informed, I should say, what the name of this place is. It's the Santa Elena Canyon in the Big Bend area. That's got to be Mexico on the other side of the river. We wanted to be noted that the water does come up here somewhat.
Can't even read some of that.
This is a very colorful mountain. Does it say what it is there, Pris?
Cerro Castellan.
Okay, we're getting it real good.
Desert benchland illustrates patterns of
Well, we finally got camped in this park here. I forget what the name of it is. The Big Bend area. It's really pretty. And I think this camp is just about full. We got here just in the nick of time. Bruce is puttering around in there, cooking my supper while I photograph. I'm going to take a time shot here as the sun goes down and see just what happens. Every couple minutes or so. Well, we're giving it every 3 minutes, 10 seconds. We had to cancel this operation on account of lunch was called. Well, the birds woke us up this morning. As you can hear, had one right on the roof. Get a picture of the moon over there. Beautiful, warm. In fact, it didn't get cold last night. About 60. I just saw a couple of javelina, and I come walking over here to photograph them, but they were just walking along, but they evidently got down in the cover, and they're not going to appear again. This is the Rio Grande again. You can actually see up the river here a little bit on the other side. Not here. There's Mexican dwellings.
down to it, and I think that's where you go
I
up
think
past.
Mochis, Mexico, right there.
Is that the one where you're supposed to...
There's some beautiful rocks here.
What'd they do with all the burrows? They got burrows up there. What'd they do? Go back and forth?
Old seashells there.
Adios, amigo.
We're going to press on supposed to be kind of a canyon up here, about a quarter of a mile. So we're gonna hike back in there right through the little scrubs there. And the cliffs here are 8,000 feet above sea level. We're at about 3, so they go up there pretty good. Shooting this river and the majestic cliffs up beside it. I don't think it's quite that high at this point. We said 8,000 feet, but back over that way it does get to 8,000 feet. And they have evergreen type trees back there, Mexico side. Yeah, we decided this is as far as we need to go. As there's where it goes into a narrows right up there. And another spectacular geographic location. We're standing here right by the river, and Chris is looking at the little birds. We just bought a book on identifying all these birds here. And you can actually feel the coolness of the water. It is hot, but you can feel the cool radiating against our legs. I can, I'm in shorts. And feels good. It cool radiates. Makes you want to jump in. This is where we have some swallows probably in the rocks over there. Little turtles out here. Kind of bashful. I'm gonna get that picture.
Well, do something there, guy. Move your head.
That little guy. Wondering what we're doing up here. Off over to that rock. Let's go away. Leave me alone. I'm gonna go back down there and have lunch and drive on out of here. And we've seen just about everything that Big Bend has. Beautiful place. Okay, this is one last look at this Rio Grande Valley there. Some green. And actually I'd said before that these cliffs go up to 8,500 feet. We're at about 2,000 now, so those in the distance are the ones that go up. The ones I took by the river, I think, were not quite that high, but those are definitely up there. And on the other side, they catch more rain there, and they get evergreen. So we're leaving Big Bend now, so this is probably the last picture we're going to get. Be nice if they were in focus. We just pulled off into this place here one of them we passed up going in, and I had to stop and get all the info. So this will be the last of our little trip into Big Bend. Well, here we are at Judge Roy Bean's old place, and we're with a couple now that we've met from Sydney, Australia. They had breakfast with us, and we're having a great time. Probably go see him in Sydney someday. There she is right there. We're gonna observe this. Oh yeah. Here's the judge's bar and legal desk. And here's one of his defendants. And here's where the judge died. And here's the leg of the pool table. That was in here. And here that perfectly happy to pose for us, so I'm gonna take his picture. Yeah, hey, it's okay. Bridge we come over, highway, what is it, Chris? 90. And down at the end is where the Pecos and the Rio Grande meet. A lot of water around here. It's dammed up. They got this big stopped here in Springfield last night on our way home, and it was so windy that we moved the motorhome twice during the night, afraid it would blow over. You can hear the wind howling here. I'm sitting in an area where it's protected somewhat. Motorhome got a little plastered, and the wind is blowing quite good right now. We're gonna try a little distance today and try to get home, but if it's too wiggly on the road, we'll probably park for a while till it blows over. Shiny, let's